And now it's time for Church Chat.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Church Chat. I'm your host this week, Shane Watson, and I am with our guest, Laurie Woodruff, this week. Laurie is our administrator at St. John's, and she's also our webmaster. At our vestry meeting, she's our treasurer, and she's one of the big pieces of glue that holds our parish together, and we're very thankful for Laurie's contributions to our parish life. Welcome, Laurie.
Thanks, Shane. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. Usually I bump into you at the Dollarama or someplace else around town, if not at the church office, but I haven't seen you for a bit. How are things going with you and your family?
Well, we're trudging right along here. We found it really strange, but yeah, everything is well here. I've got my girls back to work now, so that's a good thing, and they're happy, and yeah, so things have been trudging right along, and just differently now.
Just differently, yeah. Yeah. And so I think life in the office is a little bit different than it used to be. You're probably not experiencing as many visitors as you used to. I know that used to be a hub of activity through the week. And so how have things been in the office during this time? You've been doing some work from home, I understand, and going into the office for some times.
It's been very strange. I never thought I'd say that I miss all the hullabaloo that happens in the office, but I miss it terribly, and I miss seeing everybody and hearing about everybody's lives. And I felt completely cut off from the world on March 13th when Father Jesse said, pack up your stuff and work from home.
Right.
And I thought, well, this is wonderful, until it happened, and all of a sudden it's not so wonderful. So I miss it terribly, and I miss everybody terribly. Like I said, March 13th, my home office opened. So this is where I sit most of my days.
Right.
And I love the commute. I will have to say, my kitchen is right back there. And my commute is grabbing my coffee in the morning and coming into the office. The challenge is that not everything's at my fingertips the way that it is at the church.
Yes.
Which makes things not as efficient as I'd like them to be, but it's working.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate everything that you've been doing to help keep things moving along with, volunteers who are helping with online worship and whatnot. There's still important business that needs to happen at the church. Our bills still expect to be paid. We've got bulletins that are still being prepared and printed in order to go out for distribution to some people who are not able to access the online stuff. And really importantly, the website needs to be updated with all the stuff that we're doing online recently, and you're kind of responsible to make sure that happens as well.
I was terrified of the website going into all of this. Absolutely terrified, because I thought, I know my little piece of the puzzle, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do all of the things that were required of me. But I've been loving it. Really, I've learned so many new things, and the website's been live for over a year now, our new website, but hadn't been utilized, which was kind of discouraging. But now it's like, oh, it's live, and
Yes.
It's been wonderful to be able to, with everybody's input, to say what's needed, what do we need to do, and it's just been a constant change, and it's been fantastic. So I've really enjoyed that part of it. I do go into the office one day a week. As you say, the bills need to be paid, and one of the wardens usually meets me there on whatever day works, and so we can do the bank deposit and things like that. And people have been fantastic at dropping off their donations and everything, and that's what's keeping us in good shape during all of this. So yeah, one day a week, the rest of the time from home.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks for all of that, Laurie. And, you know, apart from your paid duties at the parish, I understand that you're also have a little mask project on the go with one of your daughters. Can you tell
I
us about
do.
that?
I do. My oldest daughter, Rachel, when things happened and all of a sudden she she said to me, I don't know what my purpose is right now. I didn't realize how much my life revolves around my job. So all of a sudden she's like, I don't have a reason to get up every day. I don't have a purpose. So we answered the challenge from Northumberland Hills Hospital first off that said that they needed scrub caps for all the nurses. So she's like, why can't we do that? So we did. We did 45 scrub caps and dropped them off to the hospital, as well as what they call mask buddies. And they're like a headband. And they have 2 buttons on the side that your mask sits on so that it doesn't, when you have to wear a mask for 8 hours a day, doesn't bug your ears so much.
Oh,
So we
yeah,
did
I've seen those. So they sort of hold the straps around the back of your head so they don't have to go around your ears. Yeah, that's kind of
those 2, yeah.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden she said, well, when I get to go back to work, how am I going to, I want fun masks. She works with children in a daycare setting. So she said, I want some fun masks. And then we found out that Fabricland had curbside pickup. Big mistake for us. Anyway, she said, I want some kid fabric. And so we started making masks for her because she didn't want them to be scary for kids. So we started making them, and it just kind of grew and grew and grew. And all of a sudden we thought, we've got like 300 masks. What are we going to do with them? And then they became mandatory. And all of a sudden we can't keep up anymore. So our sewing machines are going overtime. But I also had some donated fabric, quite a quantity of it, that I thought would be perfect for St. John's when we go back to work or back to church and I go back to work. So we've done 60 masks up for St. John's. They're kind of all the same, but yeah, we found a pattern that really works for us, and the elastic is great. So I think we're up to about 400 masks now that we've done.
Wow.
And it has been such a bonding experience for her and I, and to give both of us kind of a purpose that we're helping when you feel completely helpless.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely wonderful. And so thank you very much for the contributions that the 2 of you have been making to the Northumberland Hills Hospital, but also to St. John's. That's wonderful. I had mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I think, that masks are going to be mandatory when we return to church, and so you might want to get your own. And so it's wonderful that you're doing that for us. How would people obtain them? Has that been figured out yet, or should they contact you or not? Should we just wait for a little bit?
I would suggest that we wait for at least a couple weeks, but I do see people at the church when I do go in on Thursdays. So the way we've kind of done things is you ring the doorbell and I come to you. So at least we're outside and you step back, and we've done our 6 feet distance. And so I don't mind if people either want to call the church or email me at the church, and we can set something up, but they'll definitely be available for when church does go back. I've packaged them all into nice little Ziploc bags so that nobody's touching them. So they have not been touched in probably 3 weeks. So if anything was on them, I do recommend you wash them, and they wash beautifully. So if you want them now, we can arrange that, but they will definitely be available at the church when we do go back.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you very much, Laurie. That's just awesome. It's been so good to see you and talk to you for a little bit today. Do you have something you're looking forward to in this time that's kind of sometimes a little bit down? It's good to have something that we can look forward to. Do you have something coming up that is a hopeful thing, or is something you're excited about?
Absolutely. Way back when this all started, Ontario Parks closed down. And most people that know me know that I'm a camper. And we had a bunch of reservations booked for May, which got canceled. And then we had one in June that got canceled. So they're finally open again, and I get to go. So we're leaving for my very favorite park, which is Arrowhead Provincial Park in Huntsville. We're heading out for 9 days in the woods, and I can hardly wait. Camping to me is social distancing at its best. So yeah, this is year 39 for me going to Arrowhead. So it was very important to me. I said, if everything else got canceled this year, as long as Arrowhead was on, I'm good. So I can hardly wait.
Well, I'm so happy that you're able to go, and I really hope that you enjoy the break with your family. That'll be absolutely wonderful. My family and I just came back from a camping trip, and the kids said to us they really enjoyed it. It helped them forget about COVID for the time that we were gone. So that was very good to hear from them.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Just a few other items that are coming up with the parish this week. Monday at 6 p.m. is Bible and Brew. All the details about how to participate in that via Zoom are on the website. Also, the Wayfinding Bible Study, the first meeting of that is happening this Wednesday. So information about that, I think, is probably also on the website. I haven't checked on the website personally for that yet. And also a request for you, Laurie, which I'll contact you about later, but we do have our summer walking series up, the first of 4 walks that we're going to be introducing to people. So if you're part of our Facebook group, then you've already found out about that. But we will be getting that information up on the website soon as well, so you can find the links to it there as well. So awesome. I hope everybody has a great week. Laurie, again, so good to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning. I hope you have a good week. Enjoy that camping trip with your family.
Thanks so much, Shane.
Thanks. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.